Hi and welcome to week 11 of our Summer of Self-Love. And I've got props this week. It's exciting this week because I'd got planned out what I was going to talk about, and then something happened this week that's kind of changed that for me. So this week I'm going to talk about photos, which I don't do very often. And a couple of weeks ago I was talking about the power that we give to a photo that it doesn't really deserve, because we just let it kind of overshadow what we see in the mirror. This week I want to talk about a different power that photos have that they do deserve, and it's come about because my stepdad this week said to me, I found this. Do you want it? And I don't think I'd ever seen it before, so I was like, well, what? I don't know, do I want it? What is it? It's photos of my mum and dad on holiday, probably in the 60s. I have no recollection of ever seeing it before, but my dad passed away 7 years ago and my mum's in a care home. So do I want it? Yes, I definitely want it. And the thing with this is, there's something about physical photos anyway, as far as I'm concerned, but the whole thing with this, it evokes emotion just from seeing it, just from touching it, because it's old and you can tell, it's got marks all over it. It looks old-fashioned, and there's something intriguing about that in the first place before you even start to look at the photos. And then I opened it up. I've never seen photos. It's my mum in a bikini, absolutely rocking it, and a photo of my dad on holiday as well. So the thing about these is, not just that. They're just so precious to me now. To have them is just like, wow. But it's also, these are professional photos, so they've gone on holiday and had professional photos taken, which is a concept that I've never come across before, and had them made into this little book that I've never seen before. Everything about this, just the feel of it, the look of it, means something in a way that a digital photo probably wouldn't have. That wouldn't evoke those same emotions just from holding it. It was a thrill to just hold it, and then to see the photos obviously is just amazing, and brought to mind actually photos that I have of my grandparents. So this is my granddad when he was in the army, and with a little thought bubble thinking of my grandmother. And it's just really waving it up and down to kind of see if the camera gets it. And again, there's just something about that being a physical photo. When you see it, you know that it's old. I mean, obviously, it's old. It looks old. But it just has that vintage feel, just in a way that you don't get from digital photos. And they're just so important. Now, none of these photos do I care for a second what my mum, dad, my grandparents look like in the photos, okay? Everything about them is the emotion of just physically having the photos. And it's a powerful emotion that photos can evoke, and they deserve that power. This is the kind of power that photos should have, that's important in life to have. So this week, bearing in mind we're all about self-love, self-care, doing things that make you happy, spend a bit of time, if you can, looking through some photos that make you feel happy, looking through photos that just put a smile on your face, whatever they might be, whether they're your own family photos, whether they're from your childhood, whatever they are, things that you don't look at that often. Top marks if they can be physical photos, not digital, but I know everything is so digital these days. But yeah, so this week, just 5 or 10 minutes, just having that experience of just looking through photos that make you happy would be really good. Bit of a two-pronged thing this week though, so if you can, if you're never in photos. If you just avoid being in photos, and particularly if you've got a family, if you've got children, then this week, be in a photo, whether it's a selfie, whether you get somebody else to take it, just have a photo and keep it. And it's not about what you look like. Nothing in these images is about how they look in those photos. Everything for me is just about the physical existence of those photos. And that's the thing to bear in mind for, particularly, like I say, if you've got children, then that's the important stuff to be thinking about. So make yourself happy. Look at photos that make you smile for a little bit this week. Just actually take time to just kind of drench yourself in the memories of them, if you like. And then if you can, and if you're never in photos usually, then take a selfie or have a photo taken. Be in a photo this week because they are important and they do have a kind of power that they do deserve, and they can make us feel really, really good. So that is week 11. Next week is the last week of our summer of self-love. So it's nearly over. I can't believe that I've managed to do 11 weeks so far, actually, to be fair. So let me know how you get on in the comments. And if you've got, I'm going to post this on Facebook, so if you've got a favourite photo, then absolutely drop the photo in the comments and just share the photos that have some kind of meaning to you that makes you happy. Because I can't tell you, for all, obviously, I'm heartbroken that I no longer have my dad with me. This, completely precious. I have hardly any photos of him at all. So adding even one more into that collection meant the world to me this week. So yeah, do look at the photos that mean the world to you and just spend a little time enjoying them. And I will see you next week. Thank you.